I'm on the right. Another clue. I must be going the right way. Blood. It looks like this way. I'm on the right track.
Здорово,
God
Боря.
save you. What can I do for you?
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes.
Боря, пизды
Is
хоть.
that a problem?
Боря, поебал.
You're
уже
what
поебал.
passes for bristle and gristle round here, are you?
Possibly.
So listen to me, you hero. If you don't want me to wipe that crooked grin off your face, you'll start talking. Got it?
Yeah, right. Because everyone knows charcoal burners are thieves and killers. Well, let me tell you, that's not at all what happened.
I'll be glad to hear you out.
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
We've been through that already.
All right. Just calm down. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Ну видишь, Боря, не надо было все усложнять. Присядем здесь. На карты, Боря, да мало ли что ты тут затеял. Да, не густо, не густо. Здорово, наемник. Ну, да нет.
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Damn it. Where are
Oh.
those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks.
Ну-ну-ну.
They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Сейчас будем ебашить ебало.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Ты, блядь, старый мерзавец.
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Конь.
Ah!
Блядь, где он? Я его вижу. Блядь, я его не вижу. Где он, конь? Я только что был здесь. Ладно, конь, ну пожалуйста, конь.
Ah!
Сука. Что это она понаставлял?
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasso Inn.
Ладно. Я от тебя такого конь не ожидал, конечно. Старый пидор.
Ah! God!
Ты, блядь, такой.
God!
Hello, ёпта. А чё, я его тоже срубил? Кто такой? А, ты вот так вот, да? Тихо, 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 тихо. Какой-то дегенеративный.
Well,
Ты все? Такой рыцарь там всех отмудохал, а это вот...
Who is that driver? It seems I have finally met my match.
Я надлю тебе, блядь, так
your
что-
match? I think you meant to say you're superior.
Do not be so proud. My day has been.
Да я в любой тебе день
Hard.
набил бы, еблет.
That doesn't change anything.
Понял?
Now I'll be asking you a couple of questions, and you're going to give me answers to them nicely.
Я разговариваю.
Starting with who you are.
Разговариваю, ёпта.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances?
Сука,
How
что
about
это?
this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has
Я
gone
так-то не вор.
quite mad.
Откуда ты
You
знаешь,
had
что я
better
вор?
kill me.
Я ничего не ворвал. Не
I'm
докажешь.
finished. Anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed,
Ты какой,
their
сука,
wives and children at their sides.
ты, блядь,
But
до
like
седых усов дожил,
or I,
а мне тут
You
пизда
will
ходишь
end
про
your
канаву
life
какую-то.
in a ditch with a belly ripped.
Мерзкий гной.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Ну ладно, ладно, ладно. Давай.
Stand up.
Рассказывай.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Mainhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for
Ну
me.
давай, давай.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Давай ближе
Who
к
do you
делу.
mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however,
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that.
it seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Ну-ка, старый Шерлок Холмс.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No, I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you, I am Ulrich.
Just
Ulrich, is that all?
It is enough.
because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true, I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
Ух ты какой, сука.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know. But this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Who are you working for?
I understand.
That sounds a bit fishy.
It is simply that my master does not wish to be revealed. And if we are to help one...
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know, Passau?
It's a German city, right?
Correct. A city of great wealth, where there are many merchants. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen.
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Paso alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Paso alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes, he needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Maynard had an armed escort, and they kept 2 busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Manhart cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhart, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him.
Unfortunately
Печальная
not.
история. Пиздишь усатый, походу, ты что-то.
What happened to Menhart?
He is dead.
I know, but what did he do with his...
I buried it. He was a bastard.
I see. And where's his...
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
Я проверил, ты не волнуйся.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
И коньяку я твою завалил-то. Какой быстрый. Блин, в натуре надо было в кони стрелять. Я же в него целился. Попал в коня. Обидно.
Come on there. Had enough?
Ты мне?
What's the matter?
Шо, погоди.
You call that combat?
Ну, получается, да. получил со своей пилотки. Не, ты конь вообще нормально паркуешься. Сорян, олени, но это все во благо. Бля, трупов-то нет. Видно, наверное. Было бы прийти сюда, не залутав их. Кабан был? Да, лес, конечно, пиздатый, вас ребята, получился. Опа-па. Это что за незапланированная стояночка. Ничего интересного нет. Все застряло. Да, использовать лестницу. Охуенный план. Землянка. Ну быть такого не может быть, нет ничего. Колитесь, падли. ничего не видно. Тут должно быть что-нибудь. Ну, хоть что-нибудь. Блядь, кролик, что ты делаешь? Иди, не пугай меня. Паскуды, зачем вы поставили здесь дом, и в нем ничего нет? Да ладно. Пиздец. Вот это поворот. Серьезно. Еще одна броня на нож. Лошадь. Ну-ка, погляди, что мы тут нашли. Да, у меня такое же есть. Ага, и такое тоже есть. Ну-ка, сумку. И эту сумку. Серьезно? Прям недостаточно? Ну, ладно.
Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál az agyák kockája alól?
Arra innen.
Hé!
Jó.
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznóölésre.
Погоди. Да, ладно.
Да!
Только половецкие поганки. Понавылазили мне тут. Спасибо за колбасу. А ты тоже, да, хочешь? Погоди, конь, а ну-ка идем. Эй! Дал конь? Нихуя нет дуплю, походу. Что ты задумал? Эй, Варюга, заблочил. Я принес тебе шаль. Будешь брать?
I'm glad to see you.
Ну такое.
I brought you that girl's shawl.
Thank you. I'll hide it in the farmer's bed and then tell the draper. He'll cripple the bastard if you don't kill him outright.
Who is it you want to get revenge on? The farmer or his maid?
All of them. They're all a bunch of diabolical swine. And that draper, too.
Is there anything else you want?
One last thing. But it won't be so easy this time. I got my own back on the farmer and that wench. Now it's the draper's turn. He's stealing my girl. Steal the tinderbox he carries. It's his pride and joy. And he's always boasting about how fine it is. Everyone knows it's his. Once you've got it, I'll set the whole bloody farm on fire and drop his tinderbox there so everyone will blame him.
What reward will I get?
I'll give you a pair of boots I just got from the cobbler. You'll never find more comfortable ones in your life.
The avenging angel is at your service.
Поджечь легко.
I'll get right on it.
Только покажи мне пальцем, кого надо поджечь. Любимая крапива. Как дела?
Good day, Henry.
Есть задание.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I'm here looking for a fellow called Elijah from Merriot.
I know him, but you're most likely to find him in some tap room on the square. He only comes here now and then.
Thanks. Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Well, it depends what you're willing to do. There was one troublemaker around here not long ago, but we dealt with him. He was selling some relics and claimed were miraculous, but it was nothing but worthless trinkets. The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast, you couldn't see his heels for dust. All the way to the Detchko, I believe. I reckon he won't last long there either. That's all I can think of.
Are there any problems around here?
Nothing I've heard about.
God's blessings. What can I do for you? Интересно, попробуй обокрасть прямо вот так. В наглую. Бля. Легко. Изи-пизи. Обворован. До свидания. добрался, да. Прибухиваешь, что ли? Слушай. Как дела?
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm looking for his son, Elijah. They say he's living here in Sasau.
Ah, yes. Elijah. He's holed up here somewhere. Most likely you'll find him in a tavern on the green. He spends his days sitting there.
Thanks for the advice. I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for the trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Это, видать, корчма. Еще одна. О, па-па-па-па. Привет. Я хочу им навалять. Можно? Блять, они не хотят со мной разговаривать. Пень. Эй! Жалость. 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 Ребята, давайте подеремся. Здравствуйте. Не тебя. Сюда корчма. Вот оно точно.
How are you, Henry? I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a boat made of bone, and I...
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skill.
All right. Now, pay close attention. Greetings, good night.
About that strange dream of yours.
I knew you'd be interested. That dream. Yes, that dream has come true. I dreamt that a young man would become my apprentice.
And that's supposed to be me.
Oh, well, what's your name, young man?
Henry.
Henry. So, Henry, are you ready?
What exactly does it entail, becoming your apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor. Knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
That's a pretty challenging task.
That's why God has sent you. What is it?
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Me? I am an unworthy, low, and miserable servant of Providence. Scholar or merchant, believer or heathen. I wander the world without home or family. Without home or kin, I wander this world with my wagon, providing the ointments, relics, aromatic herbs, rare spices.
All right, I'll be your apprentice.
Wonderful! Oh, glorious day! I have a successful work.
So, how do you plan to start training me?
With a test of your practical skill.
Oh.
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value. But sadly, they're a little difficult to...
Go on.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck, my passionate friend.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. All right, one thing about that tooth. It's going to be slightly more complicated, isn't it?
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery, and it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
Well, as it happens, he told me it happened.
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something. But maybe you'll be able to persuade him to let the blacksmith pull it.
Wouldn't that be swindling people?
It is, and it isn't. If I sell that tooth as the tooth of Saint Procopius, then it certainly is deceitful. But if I sell it as a tooth from Procopius of Sasau, then I'm cheating nobody.
Does it really matter whose tooth I bring then?
Of
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical power. Sometimes it might claim tribute.
Fine. I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
This topping out? What's that?
You're not a carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.